this, so, can you give me a second? So this is a I'll be back. 1969 Dodge Charger. So this car, I've had this for the longest time. This was a me and dad thing back in the early 2000s. We ended up finding this car and then a couple other 68s. Back then you can get 68s for $500 was one of them, $1,000 for the other one. Ended up selling them in 2003 for $3,500, 2002, 2003. But we hung on to this one. It's the original interior. It's the original interior, original seats, original carpet. These are all the parts that I have yet to fix on it, a box of parts. This was a driver up until, I guess, 4 or 5 months ago, and that's kind of the whole point of this video, so I can add it to my Dodge Charger playlist and kind of give an update on it, because before I made any of the videos, I swapped out the engine. It's an original 383, but what I did was I found a 440 from an RV and I put it in here, and I called this I saw what you were about to do. I saw it. There you go, look. So this was this is a 440 out of an RV that I found. I put in here. I called it the Black Sheep engine swap with the original 383. The whole point of the engine swap, this was the original 383, but it spun a cam bearing. I wasn't getting any oil pressure, and I tried to fix it every way I could, but it turns out it has to be the cam bearing. So I found this 440 RV engine that I put in because I wanted to put miles on it. I want to drive it, but I still want to fix the original 383. So until I do that, the 440 was going to take its place. So this RV engine only had about 40,000 miles on it. So all I did was tear it down, put it back together, and paint it. So even as of about a month ago, I got the engine started. And when it wasn't getting spark, I started disassembling our distributor and realized that the distributor wasn't even turning. So I broke it down a little bit more, and you can see in this little video, you can see everything turning except the camshaft. And what I think happened is I've got a cam out of the Imperial project right here, out of the engine, and I think what happened is this little dowel popped off right there. If you've had that happen before, I'd like to know, because it didn't give me any kind of indicators. I didn't hear a pop or anything. Maybe it just sheared off. But I think that's what the problem here is. So as a part one in another video on the Dodge Charger playlist is kind of a, hey, this is what this car is. This is where it came from, and this is where it sits right now. When I discovered the oil pressure problem in the original 383 on the Charger, this was the project that put my Imperial project on hold, because I knew this would take a minute. When I found the 1973 RV 440, I picked it up, and then I hauled all of my tools and everything from my parents' house that has that 2-car garage where that Charger is, you see right now. I hauled all that stuff to my house, and my little garage turned it into an engine shop, took apart the RV 440, put it back together, loaded everything back up on a trailer, came back to this garage where I had room to work on it to take the 383 out, then drop the 440 back in. And with all of that, that kind of put the Imperial project on hold, and it also made me realize that I kind of need some more space to work on this stuff and do these projects, which led to Auxland, the Auxilium Auto Complex. Speaking of Auxland, the home of Auxilium Auto, the whole purpose of this YouTube channel and these cars and these projects that I like showing everybody is to promote Auxilium Auto, which is a 501c3 nonprofit that I started in 2021. And our purpose, our being me, is to provide financial mechanical assistance to people who depend on their vehicles for life, for medical reasons, school reasons, family reasons, even mental health reasons. I am currently trying to secure funding for a 2014, 15-ish Nissan Sentra to get a CVT transmission because they're not cheap. Any kind of support is greatly appreciated. Any kind of social media, I'll keep you updated on this stuff, the old cars, and then all the 501c3 stuff that we're doing. And everybody that we're trying to help out, I appreciate it.